Not doing the headphones. I was gonna do the headphones because I look like I got beat up in my sleep last night, but it's fine. I'm not doing the headphones. Let's just get into it, dude. I look fly. Let's get into it. Hello and welcome to another episode of Early Morning Podcast. Disregard my hair, disregard everything else but my attire. I look fly as hell, and the studio looks clean. It looks clean, man. It looks good. Doesn't matter. We'll talk about that in a second. Grab you a J, grab you a brew, grab you whatever it is you do. And thank you for tuning in to another episode of Early Morning Podcast, dude. It is 2:06, May 26th, 2023. I hope you're doing well. If not, things might get better, things might get worse. I don't know. I really don't know. I just know that you might be listening to this podcast. That's all I know right now. And you might not be. You might be doing something else. I heard somebody tell someone I fall asleep to your podcast that night. Somebody told a comic that after they paid a good amount of money to watch their meet and greet or watch their stand-up show, paid for VIP tickets for a meet and greet, shook the man's hand and said, I fall asleep to your podcast. I had to step back and say, how many people do that to mine if this man sold 200 tickets to see him perform and people fall asleep to his voice and they think it's a compliment? What a beautiful world we live in, dude. If you can't tell, if you're not on visual, I'm wearing a suit jacket right now just because I'm coming off a wedding. And people should use that term more. That should be a thing. If you're do you know how much preparation went into this damn wedding that I was in? Not I'm not Forget the preparation about the bride and the groom and their families. They decided to do that. They were the ones that chose that. They chose that day. They chose those dresses. They chose the wedding cake and the liquor, and they chose that. I didn't choose that. What I chose to do was to be a part of it. Once I was invited, I accepted the honor and I said I will be attending this wedding. And if you don't recall, back in October, I was part of a wedding, okay? We used that as a thumbnail before. I don't know if you've seen it or whatever. I'm coming off this wedding, dude. I flew, I barely slept. I landed, I played with children for multiple hours, and I went and I had to go put on wedding face, okay? I'm coming off a wedding. You that should be able to think. People are coming off benders. They're coming off their birthday months. They're coming off their periods, dude, if they're females or whatever's. Let me come off this wedding and drink a beer, dude. How about that? How can we do that? Why can't we do that? The wedding is a rager for 6 hours and then you just got to go home, sleep and pretend like nothing happened and that you were not celebrating love passionately for a couple that you will not see for a decade. Let me come off the wedding, dude. I went to a wedding in New York. It's always awesome to go to the East Coast and see family and see how miserable of an area it is compared to the West Coast. It's always a great, fresh reminder for me, at least. Um, Honestly, I stayed in New Jersey, and New Jersey's pretty lame. I'll be honest. And there are people that might be listening that are from there. I don't care. I told them to their face. New Jersey is like where it's like a upgraded area for Mormons. That's how I would describe it. Like Mormons, obviously they like take over certain or not. Is it Mormons? Yeah, I think it's Mormons that are in like Utah and Philly or whatever Mennonites. That's what New Jersey is like on a fancier level. Like you don't drive a wagon or dune and buggy or whatever. You drive a Nissan Sentra and you smoke cigarettes inside of it and you hate everybody else that's not white. That's just New Jersey, dude. That is New Jersey to a T. That is New Jersey to a T. You can't buy alcohol in certain areas. They have this thing called the blue. I want to say blue line law. I'm gonna definitely research it because it's something. It's so stupid. Blue stripe law or something like that, where you can't buy clothes on Sundays. I went to my uncle was doing yard work and he needed gloves, and those were defined as clothes. Like he had to tell me, he was like, "Oh damn, I can't buy these." I was like, "What are you talking about? We're at a hardware store. They're there. There's a cashier." He's like, "Yeah, they're considered clothes, and you can't buy clothes on Sundays." I was like, what are we doing, dude? Where are we? Like, what are we living in right now? Why do you live here? For what? We had to drive 4 miles to buy a 12 pack of beer. For most people, that might be normal. For most people, in my world at least, that is not normal. I can walk a block and buy and hit 13 liquor store, not 13. I'm over exaggerating, whatever. You can find alcohol very easily in most places, I think, in the United States. Like I feel like I'm going to offend people now if I say in Cali or whatever. Like now I'm going to get pissed off the people in Utah or the people in Vegas that are like, "No, dude, our strip clubs, we don't actually sell alcohol after 12:30. That's a fine law that nobody knows about." Like, I don't know, dude. I don't know. I don't know. All I know is New Jersey, very stereotypical white people, dude. Um, no, it's a concoction. What am I saying? But like, I don't know. My experiences there have changed so much over the years, dude. It's hilarious. Like going from playing ball with your cousins and your boys to now hearing about your uncles and everybody that's older than you talk shit about the government and talk about how much they care about politics and talk about why aren't you married yet and where's the kids and why aren't you in and all this shit, all this now it's like, okay, that's a chore. So that's why I'm coming off of a wedding. Again, I'm using that term. I'm coming off a wedding, all right? Just like how you come off a honeymoon or whatever the fuck those stupid celebrations are. I'm coming off of a wedding, okay? I normally never say what the beverage of choice is on this podcast just because of sponsorships because I'm a huge draw and I get a lot of advertising emails and stuff like that. So I never usually disclose that. But I'm drinking a Bud Light. Dude, I had an uncle that refused to buy Bud Lights because of what happened with the trans person. And I made jokes about that and I was like afraid to bring it up. That's something I wrote down. Never talk politics. I wrote that down on my prep sheet today. And you know why? Because they always used to say, at least I was raised with this saying. Never talk politics, never talk religion, and never talk money with people. No matter how well you think you know them or don't know them, or if they're strangers, or if there's somebody you grew up with, you just stay away from those three things. You do. And I abide by that completely. I do. All three things are personal things, man. All three things are personal things. It's like asking somebody, "Hey, at this moment, do you have a hemorrhoid?" Very uncomfortable question. Very uncomfortable way to answer. Because if you do, you don't know how to say it. And if you don't, you're kind of like pissed off. Like, why the fuck are you just assuming that I have something popping out of my asshole right now? Like, that's kind of fucked up that you just think that. And then you have to go about it and decide which way do you want to go, man? Do you want to go the aggro way or do you want to go the let them down nicely way? Seriously, that's like how it goes for all this stuff. Every one of those people, not everyone, so many of my OGs and like family members, men in particular, just want to just shit on the current administration and talk about how Trump is the fucking man. And I know he is, dude. I know he is. But like, they wouldn't let me drink my goddamn Bud Lights. That's all I gave a shit about. I was like, I want to get a Bud Light. My uncle's like, not in this house. We don't do that in this house. Nope. I'm like, okay, Coors will do. He's like, that's what I thought. And I'm like, okay, bro, why are you threatening me now? Because I'm not trans, bro. I'll show you my dick right now, dude. What do you want? I like Bud Lights, dude. I'm like, I like light domestic beer. I like Bud Lights. They're cheaper, okay? That's it. That's all. Bro, they're gonna you know what's gonna happen in Jersey? They're gonna turn on all Anheuser because they don't. Coors Light is made by the same fucking company. They don't know that. I mean, very bright. They're just gonna go natty lights. They're gonna go full redneck. Where there are parts of Jersey that I'm sure are like that, where it's like the Confederate flag is still hanging. You're in the North, whatever, and like they're like, dude, fuck that Bud Light shit. Fuck that Coors Light. Fuck Anheuser Busch. I'm drinking natural lights, dude. And then they think about it. They're like, yeah, that's right. All natural. Your body, what the God gave you, all natural. And then 3 months later, they have psoriasis or cirrhosis of the liver because they've just been drinking the cheapest, shittiest beer ever. And it's like, oh, okay, that's coming for me too. I understand. But still, let me just enjoy my BL, dude. That's all I'm saying. Let me enjoy my goddamn BL. I don't want to talk about why Operation Warp Speed wasn't a good thing for the country. And I'm like, okay, dude, okay, maybe let's watch some hockey. Maybe let's do that. You know me. I like hockey, dude. I like sports. I hate politics, dude. Again, real quick, shout out to the new stew, dude. Look at this. Does this look pretty fly or what? My mother, shout out my mother, amazing woman. She helped me put this together, dude. She made the EMP look just like the logo. And this right here, this is my baby. That's Matt and Shane's secret podcast merch, signed by Matt by Shane Gillis. Hopefully, I'll get it signed by Matt someday. That'd be dope. But yeah, dude, new studio. Trying to keep it clean. It's a lot cleaner than how it was before, and a lot tidier, a lot more simplistic, dude. So, like I said, dude, tune into the YouTube, man. It's worth it. I got cool shit in here, and I look cool as fuck in a blue blazer. And my boy Gage's merch. Shout out Gage Johnson. Enough of the bullshit politics. Let's talk about like fun stuff, man. I flew for the first time ever. I think it's called priority, but I kept thinking premium because priority seems like way too less of a way to describe this. I flew because my mom knows. Oh man, there's a story there. Even more. I won a comedy competition with multiple comics on it to be a part of a show the day that I had to leave for this wedding, which was very unfortunate. I did not know that the winner would be picked for a date that soon. And I won, man. And I got picked to do a paid spot at the Hollywood Improv, man. That's where it would be. And I had to tell the guy running the show, I'm sorry, bro, I can't make it. I will not be able to do it. I bought tickets to this, or I bought flight tickets to this wedding months ago, and it's my cousin. I got to be there, and this and that, and I committed and all that. You know, it sucked. It sucked because I felt like it was impeding my career and my dream of becoming a stand-up comic. You know, and that sucks, dude. Whatever job or whatever it is that you want to pursue, you don't want to be told you can't continue, or not told, or just literally physically can't continue because you will physically be in another state. And my hair looks terrible. I keep trying to fix it every other second, and I think I'm just gonna accept I'm gonna look like I just got from Vegas, but that's fine. I just woke up a few hours ago and haven't done anything, just been wearing headphones. That's why I was trying to get away with the headphone thing, but it doesn't look good with the blue, dude. The blue looks good, dude, and it's going off the BL logo, dude. I was super down in the dumps, man, like the whole week because I was pissed. I'm missing this show that I got picked to be on one of the most famous clubs in the world, notorious clubs, whatever. So I was on my period, bro. I was sad. And I was depressed, and I was I don't know, it's just not typical Vic, dude, not my normal self. And I think my mom maybe upgraded our tickets just because she could tell. I'm not sure. I don't know if she did that or not. Maybe she bought them the whole time. But we were premium or priority or whatever the fuck. We were the aisle right behind first class. Holy shit, let me tell you this, man. If I fly that ever again, I will never mind flying. Well, how about the better way, not a less retarded way of saying that is, if I fly that every time, I will never complain. Never. That was amazing, dude. Only one complaint, actually. One complaint. Flight there and back was both premium or priority. They didn't have screens on the TV or on the back of the seats, which I was kind of surprised about. I was pretty surprised about that. It was Alaska. They always have that. I've heard Delta doesn't have that sometimes. I was pretty surprised. And it's fine, though. I had my phone, and they give you a limited Wi-Fi, which is fine. The limited Wi-Fi was fine. It had plenty of TV and plenty of movies on it. It's fine. I wasn't able to listen to Matt and Shane's. That's one thing, but that's okay. I was able to watch Flight. And what I learned from Flight was that I'm not enough of a degen. I learned from Flight that you can be the biggest piece of shit degen and also be one of the coolest and most honorable people on earth. That is a pretty hard way, or pretty intense, what's the word I'm looking for? Realization. It's a very intense realization to know, to like be aware of that you could be the biggest scumbag by some people's standards, but also the biggest hero by others, you know? And people are going to judge you by both things, the hero or the scumbag. Either way, you're going to get judged. I don't know, it was a very phenomenal film. I haven't seen it in a while. Denzel Washington, one of the most phenomenal actors, I think, ever, of my generation, at least. I consider him part of my generation because I've seen a lot of his movies, man. From, I think it's American Gangster, dude, Killer, I mean, Flight. I mean, it really just made me think, man, I'm not living my life as, like how I could have. I do a lot of the times lay in bed at night and think, wow, dude, you are a scumbag piece of shit. Like once I fell off a Lime scooter the other night drunk, and I bruised my leg. And I was like, what are you doing with your life, man? What are you doing? I'm having fun, dude. That's what I'm doing. I'm having fun. That's what my whole mantra is, having fun, dude. That's it. I've been saying that and everything. I'm just trying to have a good time, dude. Life sucks hard enough. Let me just try to enjoy it while I can and make fun of things while I can, dude. That's the thing. I don't know. That's what I was trying to tell, going back to, family in Jersey and shit. I was like, dude, I don't care about this shit. I like making fun of it. It's a lot easier to make fun of it than cry about it in your sleep or as you go to bed, like most of you fucking guys do, thinking about. And then they make excuses. They're like, well, actually, I care about it because when I was a kid, things were different. It's like, okay, yeah, the world changes, dude. When my pops was a kid, things were different too, man. And he doesn't sit and complain about it. He doesn't. He goes and he adapts with the world and he changes and he does what he has to do to feed his family and take care of the people he loves. That's all you do, dude. I don't know why I'm getting like, I'm fleeting between I should be more of a piece of shit and then being like, no, dude, this is what you gotta be. Stick to the rules, man. Stick to the rules. Flying priority or premium fucking ruled. You get so much space, dude. Not way too much, because I hope they never like hear this. Somebody hears this and is like, well, we got to tighten it up. You get so much space, dude. Your tray table is high tech. For some reason, they don't give you the flat normal tray table. They give you a tray table that comes out of your armrest. You got to vertically like flip it, and then it turns horizontal, and then you can just adjust it angular. That was pretty dope, because then I could put my phone there and watch Flight and just chill at whatever angle I wanted. That was really sick. And then it's unlimited food and drinks. Your boy took a Klanazi, had a few Eddies. Give me the JDs now. Oh man, dude, I hate flying, bro. It gives me so much anxiety. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I'm already anxious enough, dude. I'm already running at like 1,000 miles per hour up here, thinking about different things. It's not ADHD or ADD. I'm not claiming that like everybody else. I'm thinking about a lot of shit. I'm worried about shit. That's all. And the last thing I want to worry about is dying because of this man's. I don't want to be taking an Uber Air and this guy's like, oh, I'm not feeling it today. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. So that's why I was like, I literally straight up went, dude, and this was on the that's funny. That's on the second flight back, or the second flight is, because we took 10 flights back. On the second flight, the one back home. Dude, this is my first beer, and I like sound drunk. This is awesome. The second flight back, I was still in my Denzel phase, dude. I watched Equalizer. If you've never seen Equalizer, people. I don't know if people hated on it or not. Again, phenomenal acting. Kind of a corny storyline, kind of at points, but it's supposed to draw you in, and it does. There's a great way of doing so. Just complete badass. I'm not gonna explain the movie here and talk about it like a film, like a cinephile, because that's not me. More of a P, you know what I'm saying? um, I went up to the I almost called her a hostess, but to the flight attendant. As soon as like the seatbelt light turned off to where it's like, oh, you're at a cruising altitude, get up if you want to go to the bathroom, whatever. Sometimes they even say in this announcement, maybe it was my fault because I had my earbuds, and sometimes they even say, oh, the drink cart will be coming around momentarily. Just hang tight. We'll be there in a second, whatever. I went up to the flight attendant in the back. I was up front, you know what I'm saying? Big baller status, you know what I'm saying? You got the money over here. And I was like, hey, can I possibly just get a Jack Daniels and Coke real quick? I get pretty anxious on flights and I'm not used to flying this late. Could I possibly do that real quick? And she looked at me and she's like, we'll be out there in just a moment. Just give us a second. We're preparing. And I looked at her. I was like, okay, real, thank you. Just took a few steps back in the line or in the aisle, stepped back and was like, just a heads up, I'm in aisle 6. Are you guys going to be starting back here or at the front? And she's like, trust me, we start up front. And I was like, trust you? Okay. Like, why would you lie to me about that? But okay, sure. And then she was right. Within 10 minutes, whatever, she came, dropped me 2 JDs and a Coke. I saluted her. Almost wanted to tip her, but I thought that I literally looked at my mom, was like, should I tip them? And she's like, no, that is rude. We paid for this and they know that. It's not like a bartender where they're living on their last dime according to what you give them. I was like, okay. I didn't know. I did. Now I know. Now I know. Now I'm familiarized with the etiquette of flying in whatever priority or premium. Now I understand it. Okay. Give it around maybe 2, 3 more JDs in. Feeling on a good one. Like I said, Clonazzi, some edibles. I'm watching The Equalizer. I'm watching this guy defend his fucking Home Depot store like it's his castle in early ages United Kingdom. Like that's, I mean, this Equalizer, great movie, dude. Again, and I gotta go up, and I'm like, hey, no, I got to. I use the restroom, and then I go up to her again in the back, and I'm like, hey, you mind if I get like 1 or 2 more JDs and a Coke? I know we're halfway through the flight. I'm maybe trying to knock out, and then she's like, do you know that the alcohol does not suppress your anxiety? It actually accentuates it. And I kind of froze because I was like, what the hell? She's like, yeah. I was like, oh no, I didn't know that actually. And she's like, yeah, she started using like medical terms. She's like, not like this is super medical, but she's like, your serotonin, it doesn't really change much whether or not you ingest that or you don't. Your anxiety is going to stay the same. Your nerves are going to stay the same. They might even actually raise because of that. And I was like, is this chick just saying this to me? Because I was like, I certainly don't feel more anxious after a few of those. I certainly don't feel more nervous. I feel more. Actually, I feel like I'm not even thinking about it, which is what I wanted. I didn't want to think about being 34,000 feet up in that plane with 2 pilots in charge of 150 people or whatever or more. I don't even know how many people fit on those airplanes. Like I was like, that's why I don't want to be. I don't want to be having those thoughts at all. And she was probably just trying to look out for me, whatever, because she said, like I said, she saw me ordering a few and she's like, it's late, whatever. And I told her, yeah, I'm trying to knock out. So she's looking at it from all the wrong angles, as you should, using it as a crutch for not to be anxious, trying to sleep with it, immediately going up and asking for something. Like, I get it. And then she was like, it's been 10 years I've been off the sauce. And I was like, what? She's like, yes, I haven't had one in 10 years, so trust me, I know what it's like. And I was like, this bitch is just calling me an alcoholic and trying to tell me I shouldn't be drinking right now. What the fuck? And then she just gave me 2 Jack Daniels and that was that. And I was like, I'm certainly not tipping now. And then I was like, I was all like confused and a little bit, like I said, sideways. So I was like, oh, congratulations. Like maybe I'll be at your place someday. And I don't know if that was like derogatory. I don't know if I'm like, oh, look at you. You're so much better than me. Maybe I'll be like you. I didn't know what to say, dude. I was like, I was taken back. I don't know. All I know is that flying priority is fucking awesome, and I'm any chance I get, I will definitely take that. Definitely. Definitely, dude. What? Definitely doing that, man. And just gotta say this. I watched the movie Air. That movie by not by, I don't know who it was, but about Phil Knight and the guy that signed Jordan. I mean, phenomenal movie. Ben Affleck and his boyfriend, Matt Damon. Almost forgot his name. Amazing actors, dude. Amazing actors. And I don't know if it influenced me or it just made me more lazy to not bring dress shoes to this wedding. I was like, I can easily wear a fucking fly ass suit with some Nike Blazers. I could also easily just pack a pair of dress shoes, but why would I? Why would I, dude? Would Jordan have done that? Would Jordan have wore dress shoes with his suit? No. Jordan wears Jordans with his suit because they're his name on them. Now, given I wasn't wearing Jordans, nor was I wearing shoes with my name on them, but I looked fly, dude. Maybe we'll post a picture here, dude, of what I look like, dude. You could see, man. I was all right. The kid looked all right at the wedding, man. The kid did look all right. He looked okay. And God, dude, how infatuated people are with. I mean, I just want to say again, nobody said anything to me about the Nikes at the wedding. Nobody said anything. They respected it. They respected it. All they did have to ask was, "Man, how's it like there out in Cali now, man? How do you guys survive?" Dude, it is so much better than this shithole you guys call Rochelle Park or New Rochelle or whatever the fuck in Jersey, where there's rats running I mean, New York, where there's rats running everywhere, and you guys still rely on fucking fire escapes to save you. That's Hey, how about that, dude? How about you upgrade that technology a little bit where you don't have these metal goddamn clinking. They look like something they're literally ladders like a child would play on. Like that I don't understand. And they're like, "Yeah, dude, this is what's going to save our lives if in case this 4-foot building sets ablaze." Step it up, dude. Step it up before you want to talk shit on California. If you want to talk shit on Montana, or if you want to talk shit on South Carolina or Georgia, okay. Don't be talking shit about Cali, dude. Only thing I got from over there, I got my flavoreds. That's all I was able to get and not like bitch about and like be like, thank you. Salute to New Jersey, the East Coast. I had to go to 4 smoke shops for them. It is what it is, but I got them, dude. I got, like I said, selected to win as a winner of this contest to do a show. God damn, dude, the backdrop looks dope, right? I hope it's not just me, dude, but God, I feel like it looks sick, dude. Like I said, I got selected as the winner of this contest, and I'm now not able to perform, which is awesome. Um, I got now booked for a show that would be this upcoming Sunday. Like I said, today's the 26th, Friday. It would be in 2 days. Guy canceled yesterday. He was going to pay me a good amount of money to do 15 minutes, and he canceled. And now he's still going to pay me. Bro, shout out to the person that made the contract for me and for us. Still getting paid. I just want to say that this comedy shit it's lame as fuck, man. And shout out to all my friends that are trying to do it and want to do it and that are new to it. But like it gets gay, man. It gets gay and it gets stupid, man. People calling each other out on Instagram like we're in high school. People snaking each other's money. People doing stupid shit, dude. All we're here to do is fucking have fun, man. I said it already earlier in the episode. I'm here to have fun, bro. That's it. I don't care about. I'm not trying to do, even like they were saying, my family. Oh, you're gonna be doing MSG soon. Oh, the Garden. No, no. I want to do the Cellar. That's where I want to do. I want to do the New York Comedy Cellar. I want to do the Brooklyn Comedy Club, dude. New York Comedy Club. I want to do those. I don't know, man. I just want to be a good comic, make people laugh. And this is getting too serious, which is why it means it's time for the episode to end, man. Thank you for tuning in. I'm sorry I haven't posted. Had 2 duds and they weren't worth going up. Hopefully, Fly Ass Vic in his blue suit jacket makes it better. Till next time, guys. Peace out. Enjoy.